Hopefully having some highlights where you throw 7 to 8 interceptions. Montag 20 Uhr wieder einschalten. Go Raiders.
He was so pissed.
Herzlich willkommen, Montagabend, Pirates Cove, Raiders Twitch Show. Und ihr seht es, wir haben heute wieder Sean Shelton mit dabei und unseren Special Guest AJ Wentland, unser neuer Linebacker. Mich freut es, dass jetzt schon so viele eingeschaltet haben. Ich schaue mal kurz rein. Ja, wir sind schon über 20 Zuschauer, sehr cool. Ihr wisst, wie das bei Twitch läuft. Ihr könnt Fragen stellen, ihr könnt uns sagen, wenn etwas zu leise ist, zu laut ist oder irgendwas mit dem Stream nicht funktioniert. Einfach in den Chat schreiben. Wir sehen das hier alles. Wenn ihr Fragen an Sean habt, wenn ihr Fragen an AJ habt oder auch an mich, dann postet sie einfach und wir versuchen alles zu beantworten. Als erstes möchte ich mich mal ganz, ganz herzlich für den Stream von gestern bedanken, für den Support. Unglaublich, was ihr da geliefert habt. Und jetzt kommt schon der nächste Follower rein und das ging gestern die ganze Zeit. Wir haben über 100 neue Follower gewonnen gestern. Unglaublich, Haufen neue Abonnenten. Vielen, vielen Dank für den Support. Schön, dass ihr dabei wart. Und wir haben schon das erste Kommentar im Chat about AJ. AJ, can you take your shirt off?
Oh.
No, we don't get nude tonight because it's Twitch and it's for kids too.
Yeah.
And
Why did you just ask AJ Paul?
good question. Warum nur AJ und nicht Sean oder ich?
Yeah.
Ja. Okay, wir haben heute.
He's also seen AJ.
Wir haben heute viel vor mit euch. Also, heute am Programm auf jeden Fall mal der Rückblick vom vergangenen Wochenende. Wir hatten ein AFL-Spiel unserer Kampfmannschaft in Wien. Wir hatten ein Division-1-Spiel unserer Zweiermannschaft gegen die Corinthian Lions am gestrigen Tag. Und wir hatten ein Basketball-Halbfinale Spiel 3 am Samstagabend. Also es war richtig viel los. Mehr oder weniger erfolgreich. Wir gehen dann später ins Detail und werden uns auch ein paar Videos anschauen. Wir werden Inside the Raiders Part 2 uns anschauen von der Reise nach Wien. Wir werden uns die Highlights aus Wien anschauen. Wir werden dann ein großes Interview mit AJ machen, deswegen ist er heute hier. Und ganz am Ende dann noch die üblichen News around the club. So, an alle, die jetzt schon eingeschaltet haben, herzlich willkommen. Und wie ich jetzt schon angekündigt habe, werden wir mit dem Rückblick von Wien starten. Und als erstes wollen wir uns da Inside the Raiders Part 2 anschauen. Danach könnt ihr Fragen stellen. Wir werden jetzt euch hier das zeigen. Ihr seht uns auch dabei. Wir werden euch den Sound liefern vom Video. Wenn ihr Fragen habt, postet sie rein, beantworten wir danach. Und wir werden uns mal muten und auch das Video genießen, weil AJ hat es noch nicht gesehen. You didn't saw the video, right?
No, not yet. Noch nicht.
Sean, you saw the bit?
Little German. Really? Yeah, I've already seen it.
Yeah.
Benny does such a great job with these.
Yeah.
Shout out Benny Radauer.
Absolutely. So, if it's too loud, please post it in the chat and then we can do it leiser. What is leiser in English?
Quieter.
Yeah, quieter.
More silent.
More silent. Okay, viel Spaß. Lädt euch zurück, zieht euch das geile Video rein.
As a Raider, I'm really hyped up. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I think the guys are just as excited. We just have to execute today and do our job, and we'll win the game. This is it, right? This is where we gain that extra point. This is where we gain that extra momentum. All right? So take it serious. Let's go.
That's just on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Operate, listen, talk to each other. They don't want to cover nobody. Just take it. Okay? Yeah. Just gotta execute. All right?
We got this shit. That's what we can do every week. We know what to do. We just gotta toughen up and be more physical. Okay? Be physical and they're gonna get there. 3, 1, 2. Everybody plays hard out there. It's overtime. Every play matters. There's no plays off.
Yeah, it was a tough game. I mean, I think it's always nice to have a game like this early in the season. You know, I think when you look at games like this, it's like, okay, you're going to nitpick all the little things that could have happened to make you win the game. But I think in general, which, you know, there was a lot of small mistakes, and that's something that's been a focus for us, particularly on offense. But, you know, when all things considered, you know, we do have a lot of new faces, and this is the second game of the season, and to come to Vienna and beat the Vikings is always a challenge. And considering the mistakes that we made, that we were able to play in overtime, I think that was a testament to how we played the game, the effort we put for the game, the physicality, and I think that's something that we can be relatively proud of, and really, more importantly, build on top of going in the future. And I think that's going to be our goal.
So, ihr Lieben, scheinbar gab es da jetzt kleine Probleme mit der Technik. Wir hoffen, dass es dann funktioniert hat und ihr ein besseres Videoerlebnis hattet. Wenn das nicht so war, dann lag es vermutlich jetzt an dem YouTube-Video und wir konnten das jetzt nicht auf die Schnelle lösen. Aber am besten wäre es, wenn ihr dann einfach euch das Video nochmal auf YouTube anschaut. Und ihr müsst einfach nur auf YouTube gehen, SWARCO Tirol eingeben und da seht ihr alle Episoden von Inside the Raiders. Und ich hoffe, dass es jetzt, vielleicht mal einen Daumen hoch, wenn jetzt die Videoqualität und die Soundqualität wieder gut ist, damit wir ein Okay haben. Einfach in den Chat schreiben und ja, dann wissen wir Bescheid. Gut, ihr Lieben, ihr habt es gesehen, wir haben das Spiel leider verloren. Es war eine lange Reise nach Wien, wir wussten, es wird ein schweres Spiel und am Ende sind wir in die Overtime gegangen und haben das Spiel verloren. Let's talk about the game, guys. I wasn't there, you guys played it, you on offense, you on defense. Yep. We lost it. Sean, you played, I don't know how many times the Vikings, 25 maybe. We lost a couple against the Vikings. It wasn't something like, oh my God, we lost against the Vikings. For some of you, and also for you, it was the first time playing the Vikings and then losing the Vikings. So how was it? Maybe Sean, you can start.
Sure. I think, you know, obviously you heard my thoughts right after the game, and, you know, going back and watching the film and having kind of a day and a half, 2 days to stew about it. I think the sentiment remains the same. You know, there is positives to look at, you know, when you think about what type of sloppy football we played on the offensive side of the football, and still able to, you know, force overtime, and or I guess they forced overtime, but playing overtime and still be very, very competitive. But I think a lot of that is because our defense forced turnovers and put us in good spots, and unfortunately we put them in bad spots, myself specifically. And so yeah, I'm pretty not happy, to be honest. I never like losing. It's been a while since we have lost, which maybe gets the monkey off our back, or so. Maybe there's some added pressure to keep the streak alive or whatever. Nobody really talked about it, but it was there. But we have to get far better on the offensive side of the ball.
And it's normal, beginning of the season.
Yeah, I think it's more or less normal with the injury situation that we have. You know, I think when you really think about it, we're missing probably half the starters on offense that we were planning to have coming into the season, and some backups, you know. But I think there's plenty of excuses to make, but at the end of the day, we were far from good enough.
Yeah.
And that bothers me. And it's helped a little bit that I've already started diving into Prague a little bit, and you know, looking forward to kind of getting back on the field and practice field and just kind of moving on. Like we talked about yesterday, there's the 48-hour rule, and we're still not there yet, or about there.
We are there now.
We're there, pretty much exactly now. But no, I still have a pretty bitter taste in my mouth from my performance personally. I don't like how I played. I don't like the energy that I played with. And that's something I'm going to address personally moving forward. And as the offense as a whole, it's just far too sloppy. Mm-hmm. And it's something we've been addressing, but it's tough. We have a pretty complex offense in regards to Europe and in general, actually. And we just haven't clicked yet. And but it's hard to be patient after games like that.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, 48 hours, it's over. We know we made some mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing we can't change, probably. I hope so. Of course, the injuries, they hurt.
The injuries are tough.
Yeah. I don't want to get that energy now here low and our mood. You know,
no,
we lost
I
the game.
I think what I can finish with is and what I keep reminding myself, actually, it was week 2 of the AFL. None of our goals. I think it was a goal for a lot of people to go undefeated, but you know, it just shows you how difficult it is and how special 2019 was, and we shouldn't compare ourselves to that team.
Mm-mm.
And that's an unrealistic standard. You know, when we talked in the first episode, it's like, you know, we can't. 2018, 2019 was an unbelievable streak, and we're still on it. You know, it's unsustainable to think that you're going to win whatever 20 games in a row or whatever it was.
Isn't there a saying in English, don't fly too high, don't fall too low, or something like that?
Stay off the peaks, out of the valleys.
Yeah.
Just stay right in the middle.
That's probably.
Yeah.
I like the peaks.
Of course, we all like the peaks, but you can't fall too deep in the hole, you know?
No, you gotta keep reminding yourself that it was a regular season game. All of our goals are still there.
Exactly.
And it's not so much that we lost a game. You know, I'm disappointed in myself personally of how I played, and I'm disappointed in the offense of how we played collectively. And I'm very much looking forward to get back on the field and right that.
Good. Yeah. So let's change to the other side of the ball, defensively. AJ, before we go more into detail about you, tell us about your experience from last Saturday.
Well, as a first game with the Raiders, it was a lot of fun, a pretty awesome matchup going against our rival. You know, I got to see firsthand how extreme that rivalry is, which was really, really cool. I think Sean basically hit the nail right on the head with his explanation of the game. Defensively, we were far from perfect. Too many small mistakes that they took advantage of. But at the same time, we had a lot of really good plays as well. And I'm really proud of the guys on how hard that they played and how hard and physical that they played against those guys. And we gave our offense the opportunity to make some plays. We also missed some opportunities to make stops. You know, so we had a lot of good things, like I said, and there's a lot of things that we need to work on. But I think, like Sean said, it feeds it fuels you to get back out there and to right those mistakes. You know, fix your mistakes, and to, you know, play a perfect game. And we know that we can play so much better. And I think that the guys are really optimistic about the rest of the season. And
absolutely,
I think, you know, Sean hit the nail right on the head by saying, you know, it's really hard going undefeated. I've personally never had a season that has been a perfect season. You know, it's very rare. Yeah. You know, and
it's a once in a career maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe. It's really hard to do.
In all sports, right? It's really
I mean, it's hard,
particularly in American football. It's so many variables that could happen. You know, so many.
Yeah. And just because, you know, we lost one game, it doesn't change anything for the future.
No, all of our goals are still
there. Exactly. And if anything, you know, if you do lose, you want to lose in the beginning of the season. And I think that can help motivate a team and help show you where you're at and show you that, you know, you're not invincible and that you got to go to work every day and you got to focus on the details. And, you know, when you lose, now you can reflect and say, okay, these are the things that we're not good at. These are the things that we are good at. Let's keep where we are with, where we are. We know the things that we excel in, and let's work on the things that we, are struggling with. So I view it as a positive thing, I guess, even though it's, it's never fun to lose.
Yeah,
But,
absolutely.
And I feel the same way that Sean does. I feel like I can play a lot better as well. I have high expectations for myself, and, and I know personally I can play better and I can get better, and that's the goal.
That's the goal. I think that's also a good way to end this. It's the goal to get better, right?
Exactly.
We saw our mistakes. We know that we can do stuff better. We have experienced guy, Austrian and Americans guy on the field. We have leaders. They're gonna pick it up. The young guys, for maybe for the younger guys, it wasn't that worse because they didn't have this
they have no
chip on their shoulder. Like, we have to win it. We have to win it because we are the Raiders and we were undefeated in 2019. But like we said in the first episode, from 2019 to now, it was 18 months not playing football, and so a lot of new faces.
Yeah, I think one thing for the offense is they, with the constellation of players that we currently have, they've never played at the level that our offense played in 2018, 2019. You know what I mean? They don't know what that feels like to be firing on all cylinders. Yeah. Everything at the moment is really difficult. Against Graz too. I mean, we were just scoring.
Yeah.
But everything was a challenge, and when everybody's on the same page doing their job, you have 11 people working to the same goal in every single concept, then it's just like boof, 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 boof.
Yeah.
And it just, you get in a rhythm offensively, and that's what we're struggling to do at the moment. Because of this, that, and the other, we shoot ourselves in the foot often, or just small mistakes. So that's what I hope to accomplish in the upcoming weeks, where it's like, I want it to be a point where everything clicks, and we start looking at each other like, yeah, this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like to be, a well-oiled machine, and that's always the goal.
And I think it will get to that point. I really do. And like I said, there's a lot of positives to take from the game, and I was super proud of the guys of how hard that they played, and they embraced that, the struggle of the game, and that shows a lot of who we are as a team, that we're going to fight no matter what.
Exactly, the Raiders way.
Yeah, exactly.
And we played till the end.
Exactly.
And then at the end, it was, how short was Tagwerk on the last pass? 1 yard.
A yard or two,
yeah.
So it's a game of inches.
There's so many plays that could have changed the outcome of the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, normalerweise würden wir uns jetzt das Highlight-Video noch von dem Spiel anschauen, aber nachdem es jetzt da technische Probleme gab und die sollten jetzt hoffentlich vorbei sein, würde ich für heute mal auf die Videos verzichten. Ihr könnt euch die Highlights von dem Spiel auf AFI, also American Football International, auf dem YouTube-Channel anschauen. Klickt da einfach rein. Das ist auf 5 Minuten, 6 Minuten Video, könnt ihr euch reinziehen. Wir schauen jetzt aber noch auf die Scores aus der AFL und schauen mal, was da noch passiert ist. Also, wir hatten unser Spiel, wir haben es gerade gesagt, 31-24 gegen die Dacia Vienna Vikings verloren. Und am selben Tag fand in Mödling ein Spiel statt zwischen den Rangers und den Giants. Klarer Sieg da für die Giants, die am Vorabend, zumindest haben sie es da announced, ihren Headcoach entlassen haben. Hello to Martin Kotzian von meiner Seite. Ich habe Martin damals in Dresden kennengelernt, noch unter Juan Fatah, da war er der Running Back Coach. Und ich habe damals Fullback gespielt, man mag es nicht glauben, aber so war es. Martin, wir wünschen dir alles Gute, es waren best of luck to you. There were always some tough matches against the Giants in the past, and we wish you all the best and have a good time wherever you go. Für die Rangers ist es natürlich tough. Also die Rangers haben erneut ein Spiel verloren, haben einen Import die Woche davor verloren, der aus persönlichen Gründen das Team verlassen hat und wieder zurück in die USA gereist ist, was sie natürlich jetzt, die Rangers, in eine harte Situation bringt. Losing a key player in week 2 or after week 2, tough. So I hope it's gonna get better for the Rangers. Und das letzte Spiel gestern, spannende Partie, weil die Prager sind in die Saison eingestiegen. 21-14 haben die Dragons gewinnen können und es war das erste Spiel für die Prager, was bedeutet, dass sie reisen dürfen. Die Prager sind jetzt offiziell in die Saison gestartet und werden dann auch in der nächsten Woche gegen uns spielen. Ja, Ergebnisse haben wir uns angeschaut. Was heißt das für die Standings? Vikings ungeschlagen auf dem ersten Platz mit 3 Siegen. Die Dragons jetzt nach 3 Spielen mit 2 Siegen und einer Niederlage auch gegen die Vikings auf Platz 2. Und dann kommen wir schon. Und das untere Drittel dann mit den Giants, den Panthers und den Rangers. So, bevor wir in die Division 1 gehen, schauen wir uns jetzt an, was uns am nächsten Wochenende erwartet. Und zwar dieses Spiel hier. Unser erstes Heimspiel, SWARCO Tirol gegen die Prague Black Panthers im Tivoli-Stadion. Und ich kann euch jetzt schon sagen, das Spiel wird live übertragen. Lasst euch überraschen. Vielleicht sogar, wo ihr es nicht erwartet. Wird dann auf all unseren Social-Media-Kanälen gezeigt und announced. Einfach uns folgen überall. Und dann kriegt ihr die News, wo das Spiel übertragen wird. Prague Black Panthers. I start with AJ now. Did you ever play them?
No, I have not. But
you have a connection, right? To them?
I do. I know a few of the guys. 2 of their offensive linemen.
Yeah.
They played in Dresden, or they do go to Dresden on the second half of the season after they play in Prague. Zibnik, and I forget the other guy's name. I'm sorry for your name.
It's his brother, right?
Yeah, I call them the Czech brothers.
The Czech brother.
That's how I know them as.
And
they're awesome guys.
Yeah, and now there's a good thing because the Czech linemen are big and strong.
They are. They're huge guys, but they're awesome. They're
Shout out
really
to
nice
Josef
guys.
Fuchser if you're watching.
Yeah, sure. Sam was dope. What's up, bud?
And I know their quarterback as well. He played in Dresden as well, and he's a good friend of mine, Zach Greenlee. And we've been in touch throughout the process and everything, so he's been excited to finally get back on the field, and he looks pretty good watching the tape. And, like you said, they have a big team.
You watched some tape today already, and maybe the stream yesterday.
Yeah, I watched the stream yesterday.
What can we expect from the Prague Panthers from their offense?
Well, they try to keep it balanced. They run the ball. They have a good run game, but they'll also come out with 10 personnel and try to spread the ball out. Zach is pretty athletic. He can run the ball. They like to run some zone read and speed option, things like that. Get him out into space, and then he'll take off when nobody's open.
Plus this physical, big offensive line,
and then they
dangerous.
Exactly. And then on the other hand, like you say, when they run the ball, they come in with 2 backs, and they'll run ISO and split zone, things like that, and run the ball with behind that big old line. So I think we can expect a physical game, especially on defense, it should be fun.
Absolutely. Sean, the matchups with the Panthers in the past, high scoring games. How was it once? Like 49 to 42?
Well, the year before I got here in 2014, I remember looking at the Raiders scores and I was like, 63 to 62?
Something like that,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, what?
Just a shootout.
Just absolutely.
Yeah.
And then in 15 and 16, my first 2 years here was not much different.
Yeah.
They had a super talented quarterback, at least in 15, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then Luke also came. And so they always had a really potent offense. And in terms of defense, they're just so physical. After the game against Prague, it's like, and it's always the case. It's never failed. And after watching film today, it looks much of the same.
Yeah.
It just looks like it's going to be a super physical game, smash mouth game, a game for grown men. It's not.
So it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's a game for grown men.
I believe
In
so.
Tivoli Stadium against the Prague Black Panthers. Leider können wir keine Fenster haben. Ich hoffe, ihr schaltet alle ein. Ich glaube, es wird ein richtig geiles Highlight-Spiel werden. Wir freuen uns auf die Prager. Wir sind froh, dass sie endlich reisen dürfen. Wir freuen uns vor allen Dingen, mit diesem neuen jungen Team endlich im Tivoli-Stadion spielen zu dürfen. Und wird, glaube ich, gonna be a great game, great day. And hopefully we win at the end.
Yeah.
I believe so.
I believe so
That's
too.
always the
That's the
goal.
goal. Always the goal.
Yeah.
Was haben wir noch in der nächsten Woche? Wir haben noch ein Spiel zwischen den Giants und den Dragons und das wird sehr spannend werden. Beziehungsweise, jetzt bin ich schon eine Woche drüber gesprungen. Stimmt ja gar nicht. Wir haben nur ein Spiel nächste Woche, weil es ist ja ein Nachholspiel von Woche 1. Das heißt, es passiert nichts anderes in der AFL. Ja, only us. So, everybody can watch us this weekend. It's only Raiders against the Panthers. Gut, AFL, check. We're done with that. Now, Division 1, gestern. Unsere zweite Mannschaft hat gestern gegen die Corinthian Lions gespielt Und nachdem sie ja in Woche 1 gegen die Hohenems Blue Devils ziemlich auf die Mütze gekriegt haben, haben sie gestern einen recht langsamen Start hingelegt, dann aber richtig gut rausgekommen und in der zweiten Hälfte noch das Spiel gedreht. Wir schauen uns jetzt gleich mal die Ergebnisse an aus der Division 1 von gestern. Und ihr seht es da, 38-26 konnten unsere jungen Raiders gewinnen. Und das macht uns mächtig stolz, weil das war schon tough im ersten Spiel gegen die Hohenemser da so zu verlieren. Und gestern haben wir echt guten Football sehen können. Sean, you watched a little bit the highlights. Die Highlights sind wieder auf YouTube, könnt ihr euch reinziehen auf unserem YouTube-Channel. Nicht vergessen zu abonnieren. Und ja, what do you think about the Team 2?
It was a great game. Great. I mean, they started slowly.
Yeah.
But that seems to be a Raiders habit at the moment, unfortunately. But it looked like in the second, and I actually watched a little bit of the second half, and they looked good once they calmed down a little bit, and had some really big plays, and had great special teams play by my boy Vilma.
Yeah.
And no, it's great. It's great to see them get a victory. I know they've been working really, really hard, and Coach Grind's been getting them right, and it's good to see it pay off.
Ja, und großes Team. Ich glaube, I think there were almost 50 guys dressed.
That's nice.
So
That's good.
I wish I had that. It's better than. Auch nochmal ein herzliche Genesungswünsche nach Kärnten. Ich weiß, ihr hattet ein paar verletzte Spieler und viele eurer Fans haben gestern auch zugeschaut. Also wenn heute Lions-Fans dabei sind, wir hoffen, euren Spielern geht's gut. Wir wünschen euch alles Gute für die Saison, die jetzt noch vor euch steht. Und wir sehen uns ja nochmal wieder. Wir fahren ja nochmal zu euch. Und der Wilmer Fanclub, a.k.a. Emanuel Trinke Fanclub, geht hier gerade ab im Chat. Ja, Emanuel Trinke gestern alle PATs getroffen. Ja, vielleicht sollten wir ihn mal einladen.
Maybe not. Better not.
Er hat gestern alle PATs, ein Field Goal und zwei sehr gute. How you call it? Is it an onside kick?
It was kind of like a blue sky kick.
It was like a pooch
Pooch kick, right?
But and also a punt that we got back.
And a punt. So Emmanuel war gestern einfach all over the place. Aber er hat das Tackle beim Kick-Off verpasst.
What the hell was that?
So Emmanuel, vielleicht nächstes Training mal bei den Linebackern mit trainieren, vielleicht mal mit AJ trainieren. Der zeigt dir, wie man tackelt. Aber sonst großartiges Spiel von Emanuel und unserer ganzen Zweiermannschaft. Auch großartiges Spiel von Leo Kober, der, glaube ich, jetzt angekommen ist und die Connection zu seinen Receivern gefunden hat, wo es im ersten Spiel noch ein bisschen gefehlt hat. Ja, und am Ende war es eine Wahnsinns-Teamleistung, 38-26. Und das schaut dann so aus, dass schauen wir uns noch die anderen Ergebnisse an von gestern und von vorgestern. In unserer Division hat das Salzburg Football Team gegen die Thames Patriots mit 41-0 gewonnen. Das zeigt eindeutig, wo die Reise der Salzburger hingehen wird. Coach Joe Hansen macht da einen tollen Job scheinbar, gewinnt die Spiele. Die Amstettener, Absteiger aus der AFL, auch aus unserer Gruppe, haben gegen die Hohenemser gewonnen. Überraschend hätte ich gedacht, dass das enger wird mit 27-9. Und in der anderen Gruppe gab es auch zwei Spiele. Die Steel Sharks konnten die Knights schlagen mit 34-14 und die Vikings 2 mit einem richtigen Ausrufezeichen 56-7 gegen die Bears aus der Steiermark. So, das bedeutet, Division 1 schaut wie folgt aus in unserer Conference B. Wir sind 4. Platz. 2 Spiele, ein Sieg, eine Niederlage. Ich habe erwähnt, noch ein bisschen negativen Score hier, aber das werden wir schon noch ausbessern in der Saison. Und ganz oben eben Salzburg und Amstetten. Ganz unten die Thames Patriots, unser quasi Tiroler Team hier um die Ecke. Und in der Conference A die Vikings ganz oben und ungeschlagen, die anderen noch nicht. Znojmo aus Tschechien ist noch nicht in die Saison eingestiegen. Wird ähnlich gewesen sein wie bei den Prague Panthers in der AFL, aber die werden wir auch bald sehen. So, was steht an für unser Team 2? Und zwar in 2 Wochen auch erst. Die haben nächste Woche Bye Week. Ganz schwieriges Spiel in Salzburg gegen das Salzburg Football Team. Eine fusionierte Mannschaft zwischen den Ducks und den Bulls, haben die Kräfte gebündelt und die Richtung geht, glaube ich, auch mittlerweile ganz klar in die AFL. Da wollen sie hin. Sean, I can remember when you played with the R2 JV at that time against the Bulls.
Right.
Oof, right.
No, that's
Like,
a game I
big linemen,
Yeah.
old, experienced player.
We played them
Race,
twice, and the first
yeah.
time was a wake up call for
Yeah.
our team. And we were fortunate enough to actually win on the second
Yeah.
time, but the first time was a booty beating, so they say.
So, wenn hier Raiders 2 Spieler gerade zuschauen, wir wünschen euch 2 sehr gute Wochen Training. Bereitet euch auf ein hartes Spiel vor und wenn ihr so executed wie gestern, dann werdet ihr auch das Spiel gewinnen. Gut, dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir wieder in die volle Cam zurück, damit ihr uns schön sehen könnt. Wo sind wir? Da. Und jetzt kommen wir zu unserem heutigen Gast und nochmal ein herzliches Willkommen, very welcome, AJ Wentland.
Happy to be here. Thanks for
Yeah.
having me.
AJ, tell us a little bit about you. Where you coming from? Obviously from the United States of America,
Yep.
but maybe in detail from which state,
Yep.
where you went to school. Maybe a little bit about you and your American time.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm from Rockford, Illinois, which is northern Illinois, about an hour and a half, 2 hours northwest of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
It's near the border of Wisconsin, so if that gives you a general idea of where it is. Born and raised there. Started playing football, flag football when I was 5 and 6, and then started playing tackle football when I was 7. Went through the ranks through
Always football.
Well, I also played some other sports. I played basketball and baseball, and I also wrestled. Yeah, and then I stopped playing basketball when I was 14.
And you started lifting, probably?
Yeah, I wasn't very good at basketball, so I stuck to wrestling just to stay in shape.
Yeah.
And I also really enjoyed playing baseball. I was a decent baseball player.
Yeah.
But football has always been my love.
Kurze Erklärung, wenn ihr Wrestling hört, es ist nicht das WWE vom Zaunspringen Wrestling,
I wish.
sondern, ja, sondern das ist unser Ringen. Also Wrestling in Englisch ist Ringen im Deutschen.
Yeah, you know.
Ja.
So yeah, wrestled, like I said, mostly just to stay in shape. That's an amazing workout. Tough sport. But yeah, baseball and football. Baseball and football were my 2 favorite sports. I played that through high school.
Say how hard it was.
It is. It's crazy.
Wrestling?
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine going into a wrestling
ridiculous.
match now. It's
And I had
just-
trouble gaining weight. There's no way.
Yeah.
For wrestling,
Yeah, you
it's
have to
just-
cut weight as well.
Cut.
And
It's
yeah,
so
That would have been the
intense, right?
worst thing for my
yeah,
football career.
you have to cut weight a lot.
I
And
graduated
that was
at
hard
like
on my
175
football career. Yeah.
And if I wrestled, I was probably
Yeah.
155.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys,
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah, exactly. So went through high school, those 3 main sports, and then once I got into my senior year, I focused just on football. Kind of realized that was where I was going to get into, my college program was through playing football. Ended up taking a scholarship to go to McKendree University.
Woo! Why?
We played Sean.
You played against each other?
Yeah. Well,
Really?
I mean, he was.
Yeah, I'm a couple years older, but
I think.
Yeah, the
when he
schools
was a
played
senior-
against each other.
No.
No, I think when he was a senior, I was a freshman, I believe.
And who won the game?
I balled out, but we lost.
Yeah, we won. That was a really good game, though.
It was a really
That was
good
an
game.
awesome game.
It came down like
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Neither did I until we started talking about the beginning.
But as a freshman, I came in as a freshman when I got to McKendree, and I didn't start as a linebacker right away. I was just a special teams guy. So at least, my goal was to make the bus. A lot of guys redshirt. They
Make
don't
the
wanna
bus
do
is a
that.
nice word.
Yeah,
Like,
that's kind of how they put it, know. And
no, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like if you make
the roster, you make the
you
bus.
make the roster, you're making the bus.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
almost everybody dresses in home games.
Yeah,
because you want to
exactly.
show how big
Yeah.
the team
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
But in away games, you make the 45, and
Yeah,
if you make the
exactly.
bus, you're a contributor.
Yeah. So, yeah, mostly just special teams.
Just
and-
shortly, we have somebody says maybe a match AJ versus Sean in wrestling. Vielleicht nach der Saison, maybe post-season.
Yeah.
And no photos and videos about that, probably.
Yeah.
No, what we're gonna do is make a Twitch event, and it's gonna be Jello wrestling.
Yeah,
And it's going to be in Tivoli Stadium.
Yeah,
and
Jello
everybody-
sold out crowd.
Sold out.
I would do like WWE wrestling.
Yeah, that would be
If we
pretty
train
sweet.
for like 2-3
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, that'd be
That
awesome.
would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Set up a ring.
A normal wrestling match, I feel like, would be a poor decision on my part.
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably.
Either way, I mean, that is a tough sport. Wrestling is not easy.
thigh wrestle.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Yeah.
want to do that either.
So, sorry to interrupt you
No,
always,
yeah,
but
no problem, no problem. Went to McKendree, like I said, was playing right away, but first year mostly on special teams. Towards the end of the year, got more into the linebacker role and on defense. And then my sophomore year, I had a really good year. Broke some records, some tackling records, things like that for my school. And then I just continued to repeat that every year and was an All-American my junior and senior year. Garnered a little bit of attention from the NFL. Had some, workouts with NFL scouts my junior year. Had a pro day after my senior year. Was invited to some local camps, things like that. And then, unfortunately, that didn't work out. So, in the U.S., you don't make it in the NFL. You just start working. I became a personal trainer. And that was
what did you study? Which classes?
So my degree was exercise science and kinesiology. And with an emphasis with coaching. Looking forward into the future, I'd like to coach, whether that's in strength and conditioning or with football or maybe even both. That would be amazing. I just started working. I was a personal trainer in the summer of 2017. Sean's smiling.
I'm reading the chat.
Oh, okay. And then, and then I went to Dresden. 2018 was my first year playing abroad. Played with the Dresden Monarchs. My time in Dresden was amazing. Played there 2018, 2019.
Dresden, Dresden. Für alle, die es nicht wissen, ich komme aus Dresden und habe für dasselbe Team gespielt wie AJ, die Dresden Monarchs. Wenn jemand von den Monarchs zuschaut, ein herzliches Hallo in die Heimat. Ja, ich werde bald mal wieder vorbeikommen und bei euch vielleicht vorbeischauen im Büro. Robert, wenn du zuschaust, vielleicht ist es ja so, hallo an dich und deine Family. Dresden ist eine wunderschöne Stadt, deswegen congrats to that opportunity that they took you.
Yeah, Dresden is a beautiful city, like you said, and have a lot of friends there. The coaches were awesome. Coach Cruz, Coach Oltz, and Jurg, the GM there, were awesome. They helped me with so many things. I ended up even working there and staying in the off season. Worked with the team. I'm looking forward to see how they do in this upcoming season. It's been a tough season with this last year being canceled. But I'm optimistic that they'll continue to do well over there. And we've kept a good relationship and we stay in contact. So my time in Dresden was awesome. From there, after the season was canceled 2020, I ended up going to Finland and playing.
Before we go to 2020, auch noch ein bisschen Raiders History. AJ ist der dritte Dresden Monarch, der jetzt bei den Raiders ist. Es war, wenn ihr euch noch erinnert, Enrico Martini, meine Wenigkeit und jetzt AJ. Also Dresden und Raiders.
Oh, you're so humble.
Dresden und die Raiders, die Monarchs und die Raiders haben eine kleine Connection mittlerweile.
Yeah.
So Corona came. Yeah. You were preparing for the GFL season with the Monarchs.
Yeah.
Obviously, then whole Europe, boom, shut down.
Everything.
Over and out.
Yeah.
And then some countries, some federations thought about playing in the fall, like Austria too, but also Finland. And Finland, I think my feeling was I was sitting at home and checked every day the social media, and the Finnish teams just bop. Every American, every great player from Europe almost went to Finland because this was the only season who
it was
actually really played. Right?
Everything was basically open.
Sweden?
Well, in Finland, everybody played, and that's what made.
Yeah, I think so.
That's what made it intriguing to people, I think. Is that,
absolutely.
Obviously, the Austrian season was also, you guys were also lucky that those two teams were able to play, but it's more of just like a mini series, so I think guys were more interested in playing where they could, have a full season, even though it was a shortened season. Whereas, Finland, they usually play each other twice, but we were able to play each other one time through the season and then go into the playoffs. So everyone had a fair shot at winning the Maple Bowl.
And you won it.
Yeah, we won the Maple Bowl. So that was an amazing experience. And like you said, it was a lot of fun because a ton of guys that I played against in Germany and guys all over Europe were going to Finland. And it ended up being kind of like a little bit of an all-star team, I guess you could say, for Europe. But
great experience, right?
Yeah, it was awesome. And everyone was really, really cool there. Coach Pekka was amazing. The organization was really, really great. They took great care of me, and it was really cool to see a new culture and live up in Finland. I had a lot of fun. All the teammates were amazing, and winning a championship was always fun. So
absolutely.
When I had the opportunity to come here, I thought, hey, let's do it again.
So January 2021, you arrived here in Innsbruck.
Yeah.
You saw the mountains. It was snowy. It was probably
really snowy.
Cold.
Yeah.
Really cold.
Yeah.
And you arrived here. How was it? And tell us a little bit about your first weeks here in Innsbruck.
Well, I remember the first day Sean picked me up from the train station. I took the train in, which was really, really cool. You know, it was a very scenic ride in. And, yeah, the first week, Sean was super helpful getting me moved in, and everyone was super helpful. You know, Coach K, yourself, everyone was very welcoming. Everyone on the team, you know, welcomed me with open arms. And right away, I started training with the guys. So it was really cool to see the work ethic of everybody and how hard everybody worked, which is...
He's in the gym every day.
It was ridiculous. He got here, and the night of, it was like, yeah, you know, AJ, you could probably just, you know, take it easy for tonight, you know, we'll
relax
in the morning, you know, we'll get your paperwork done and get your whatever you need to be done, your metatetzel and stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, but, you know, like, I brought 2 tests and the team's lifting tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but, like, you just chill, too. Yeah, I'll probably just test and go to the gym. Well, do you know how to get there? He's like, well, no, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I had to figure that out. But
so AJ, you lift almost every day, right? Or at least you do something physical.
Do you not follow him on Instagram?
I follow him on Instagram. I followed him when he was still in Dresden in the lockdowns. He was running on the street at night and you did body weight exercises at home every night.
Which was probably
because the gyms were closed.
And with the gyms being closed, that was tough. But I was able to get really creative with my at-home workouts, you know, which was a lot of fun. And yeah, I love training. You know, that was also what I studied, you know, so I love the science behind it, and I just love the time being in the gym and just having that kind of, you know, hour to 2 hours of serenity and kind of burn some stress, and you always feel great after.
Serenity.
Yeah, a little bit.
What is serenity in German?
It's like, in German I have no idea, but a description of it is kind of like a peaceful place you go. Like,
so you would use it for going to church?
No, it's you could be. It could be, but it's like a place you go that's like your happy place.
Yeah, okay.
That's serene.
Yeah, exactly.
Happy land.
Exactly. Yeah,
so
that's kind of how the gym
sitting
is.
on the couch playing video games
you did your home workouts too.
Absolutely. No,
you not lifted tons of kilos, but you did.
I'm just not vain enough to put it on Instagram with my shirt off. You know what I mean?
Gotta have fun with it. Yeah, you know.
Also unbedingt den Instagram-Kanal von AJ Wentland folgen, der kriegt den coolen Content rund um sein Leben hier in Innsbruck und bei den Raiders. Also, und auch mal vielleicht ein Bild ohne T-Shirt an.
Before you continue, Ramsey Hartman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You don't say that full name.
Why?
Because in German it means something inappropriate. And I always try to avoid using his full name. I will translate it later to you, what it means.
Okay.
So it's Ramsey. It's only Ramsey, okay?
Can I go Hartman? You just can't say both together.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, R. Hartman. I'd probably go with... The first ones that came to my mind was the Pooch.
So the question, you have to repeat the question.
Sorry.
There's a question to Sean. What would be your wrestling name? So, WWE wrestling. Yeah.
So, the Pooch came to mind.
The Pooch is the little guy.
Yeah, the little... the commentator from Kratz. The Strangler. I can explain why privately. And I had a couple more, but probably not appropriate. I think the Pooch is probably the best. And I would wear a Speedo. That was probably... bedazzled by Swarovski.
Stones.
And, yeah, the Stones. Probably a Tonga, actually. Probably a Tonga with high boots that were all bedazzled. Like, I would look like Lady Gaga. And
do you have a second life? Like, when you go home, you dress...
Paul, you know. Okay. And then my finishing move would just be like, I would just butt plant on their face. So you know, and
Mighty Mustache.
So slippery. Ooh, Mighty Mustache is good too.
What would you be your name?
I don't know. The guys have been calling me Frank the Tank lately.
Yeah.
We go with Frank the Tank.
So Frank the Tank against the Pooch.
And then dress like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Summer 21.
KY Jelly Wrestling.
Okay.
Sell the tickets.
Yeah.
You want new subscribers?
Ja, also vielleicht machen wir eine riesen Twitch-Show im Sommer. Frank the Tank gegen The Pooch, Sean Shelton im Tivoli Stadium, Live-Kameras, Wrestling. Wir bauen einen Ring auf.
I already have the tanga, so.
Und AC/DC macht ein Live-Konzert.
Yeah.
So,
The cover band.
Yeah, the cover. Just the cover.
No,
So-
DJ Fu. But
Oh,
he's
DJ
only
Fu.
allowed to play AC/DC.
wir haben eine Frage, die reingekommen ist. Any news about the imports? Which imports? We have two here. Or which imports from another team? Or
Like news of my life lately. My baby is teething.
okay.
So that's news.
It's awesome.
Yeah, they're so big. Like her front teeth are so. She's gonna look like a beaver. Oh my god. What else? I had good bowel movements today. That was good. Anything
good.
in your life? How were your bowel movements?
Yeah, I guess they were pretty optimal, I guess you could say.
Of course.
Was in the gym, took it easy. My girlfriend got here. She's
Perfect.
from Dresden.
Perfect.
So she arrived today.
Dresden's
So
taken
Dresden, it's taken over in Innsbruck, huh?
Yeah.
Anything? Can I say his name full?
Which one?
Don Cap.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything specifically, we'd be happy to answer.
Yeah.
I assume your question wasn't about bowel movements.
Question to AJ. Did AJ always wanted to play linebacker?
Yeah, kind of. Ever since I was in high school, that was kind of my position. Or I guess middle school is when I started playing linebacker.
What'd you play before?
Before that, I played running back, D-line. I've kind of played all over the place, except not no DBs, no wide receivers, but I played tight end, running back,
Everything in the
D-line.
box.
Yeah, I haven't played O-line either, but
Quarterback?
D-line, not quarterback.
So-
Sorry, I guess I could limit it
So
to
what did you
running,
play?
running back, running back, linebacker, tight end, and D-line. So those are the positions that I've played growing up. But then once I got older, focused on linebacker, and then when I was in high school, linebacker and tight end. Yeah.
Okay, wir haben Fragen. Sean and AJ. Still doesn't this Lukas Haselwander guy kinda look like Sunshine from Remember the Titans?
What?
After he gets his
I
haircut.
mean, no. I mean, Sunshine is such a good-looking guy. Like, what are you talking about?
Let's find out. Sunshine.
That first Eston hit.
Ja, der
there you go.
Sunshine. Remember
There it
the
is.
Titans.
No way.
So we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Well, he's such a pretty
Yeah.
boy. Hassie looks like a Tyrolean farmer, like Ronnie Bass.
Yeah.
What a great movie. No, not
Ja, und
close.
jetzt schauen wir uns. Jetzt schauen wir
Well,
uns
you gonna
Lukas.
Google image search Lucas Hasselwante? That
No.
could be dangerous. Okay, good.
Das ist übrigens unsere neue Homepage.
Yeah,
ne?
super.
Ja.
Yeah, it looks good.
It does.
So, und jetzt schauen wir uns Lukas Haselwander an und ich gehe davon aus, dass da keine Ähnlichkeit besteht. He looks
Wow, look how young I look.
fine. Ja.
Times have changed.
Where is Luki? There he is. Nah.
Man, no.
No. No.
Not even a little bit Ramsey H.
Gut, haben wir die Frage also auch geklärt. Dann, jetzt muss ich hier wieder zurück, jawohl. So, wir werden jetzt unser Frage-Antwort-Spiel machen.
Your interview got hijacked.
Yeah.
No,
But
no.
we were.
I think we finished.
We
yeah,
finished it.
I saw-
Yeah, maybe my last question. What are your future goals?
Like I said,
Let's take like short, middle, long term. Short goal would be this season.
yeah, short goal for this season. I guess. just-
Personally and for the team.
yeah, personally, just play at a high level, help lead the guys, and just help the defense to play at a optimal state, I guess, and to obviously also win a championship with the team, and whether that I think winning both the CEFL and the AFL are two big goals of ours, and so that's the short-term goal.
Middle goal.
Medium goal would be, I would like to continue to play football. Hopefully, I can continue to be a Raider and continue to help the team grow and help the organization grow and continue to be successful. I'd like to play for 2, 3, maybe 4 seasons, depending on how the body feels. And
I didn't ask you, how old are you?
I'm 26 years old.
26.
26. So I feel like 28, 29 would be a good time to, you know,
Be
about
careful
wrap
with that
it
big
up.
30.
How old are you now? 28?
I turned 30 in June.
Okay.
But you know
It's-
that you have your physical peak around 30.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel really good.
Late 20s.
Yeah, I'd
I
say.
had my physical peak with 30.
Yeah.
But did you?
I was the strongest with 30.
But did you work out that diligently prior to that? Because you worked your ass off. Can I say ass? Damn it! I asked that last time.
yeah,
You
and I
worked
said
your-
no.
You worked your booty off that year.
True, but I read something that you the let's say
I think
late
everyone-
20s.
everyone's
You
different.
are on your
Everyone's
that your
different,
physical
yeah.
that your body after that it goes down.
Yeah, mine was like 21, and then it's just I've been losing testosterone every year since.
Yeah, everyone's different. I mean, some people hit their peaks in high school, you know,
Yeah.
or college, you know. But I feel like I still haven't hit my peak yet. I feel like I've been improving every year, and as long as I continue to train and to continue to work for that, I can continue to get better. So
And long term, family.
long term, I like living in Europe. I definitely could see myself staying here. I have a girlfriend who's German, and you know she's pretty open to living either here or in the U.S. But I am really intrigued at the idea of staying in Europe. And I do want to coach, whether that's in, like I said earlier, strength conditioning, coaching football, or both, unless some type of other career avenue, you know, comes up.
But
and
for
is very
now, you
intriguing.
see yourself in sports.
Yeah, I see myself staying in sports, coaching, helping, you know, any kind of program that I can. And, you know, I think, you know, a program like SWARCO or, you know, there's not too many organizations that are, you know, really, really good. Or I shouldn't say that, but
I know
that are
what you
built
mean,
up
but-
to the point to, you know, have the reputation that we have here in Innsbruck or places like, you know, Braunschweig, Schwäbisch Hall, Dresden, things like that, places like that. But, you know, as a coach, you can always help build a program, you know, so.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, I think that would be really cool to stay in Europe and, you know, see how it goes.
That's a
So
good plan.
we have a good comment
Oh,
there.
magic.
Magic. You can read it.
No, I'm scared to read it.
Okay. He's gonna stay in Innsbruck because Innsbruck is awesome. Bring his girlfriend too, get married, and make many little football babies.
Yeah, that would be a,
It happened before, I heard. It happened to Kyle.
yeah.
It happened to Sean.
Happened to Rush.
It happened to Rush Bowers, who was a player and then a coach for the
Happened to
Raiders.
Wade.
Happened to Wade. So there are so many.
No, Innsbruck is a spider web, and you just get caught.
But
And then you just caught, and you can't get out.
Yeah.
And then you have babies, and then you don't sleep.
Yeah.
and then they get teeth and do
And
you
then they
sleep
get to-
again.
Then you get less sleep. And
Yeah.
then they're over 10 kilos, and they hurt your back. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. She's the best.
So that sounds great. Let's continue with our short questions to know you a little bit better and maybe your audience.
Is it similar?
It's exactly the same. No, I changed it after Marco. I changed it, but
There's some that I see the one that I want to know.
yeah. So, comedy or drama?
Comedy,
Dog or cat?
dog,
Duh.
Chocolate or gummy bears?
chocolate,
Backpack or suitcase?
backpack,
Soccer or Formula One? Like the
Formula One?
Yeah, Formula One. Yeah.
Formula One. That sounds pretty awesome.
Or
That's
NASCAR.
racing, yeah,
Let's
yeah,
say
ra-
NASCAR.
Yeah, Formula One.
Illinois
NASCAR.
is NASCAR, right?
Yeah.
The
I'm a
Chicago-
fan. I'm a fan of.
The Brickyard is in Chicago. Or what is
No,
it?
it's Chicagoland. They have I think you're thinking. In
Chicago has a
Indianapolis?
big. That's what it is.
Yeah, you're
That's
thinking.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, Indianapolis. Chicago has Chicagoland. I've never been. But
I saw.
Mercedes or BMW?
Mercedes.
Doing a puzzle or watching TV?
Watching TV, I think.
If you
Even
would've
though I
said
do
puzzle,
like
I
doing a
would've
puzzle.
smacked
I would like doing a puzzle, but you know.
You don't have a puzzle here, right?
Yeah, I don't have a ton of puzzles at home. I'm not gonna lie.
So, wenn da jemand ist, der AJ ein Puzzle schenken will, bitte an die Raiders Adresse schicken.
It's so funny if it comes off the stands after a game. AJ!
Make a puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I would do it.
McDonald's or Burger King?
Ooh. McDonald's, just because I like,
you.
you know, the chicken nuggets.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's just classic.
That no-name kid from last week. 2 weeks ago.
He said Burger King. Yeah. That's a tough one. I do like.
Don't
Burger
read
King as
that
well,
name.
But
I got that one.
Hey Blo, danke für den Follow.
Can you say...
No,
No,
don't, really don't. It's against the community rules of Twitch. So, car or bicycle?
Bicycle. I've been riding my bike a lot.
Every
since
day,
I came
right?
to Europe. Yeah, every day. I really enjoy that.
Beer or wine?
Beer.
Going to party or chilling at home?
Chilling at home.
Black or white?
Black.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Superman or Batman?
I like Batman. You know, he doesn't really have any superpowers.
You would say Superman, right? Didn't any?
I mean, Superman's cool.
But wasn't there somebody who compared you to
Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that a couple times. I think it's a. So you would rather be filthy rich and have a bunch of gadgets that make you cool than literally having.
I just think that that's cool. I mean, like,
Fab, danke für den.
it's just more realistic. That's why I like Batman,
Yeah.
because it's like he doesn't have any superpowers.
Exactly.
He's just rich,
Yeah. So
and he's good at fighting and stuff. So
mountains or ocean?
that's a tough one. I like both. That would be amazing if you could.
But
have
if
the
you
mountains
if
right
I
next to
check
the
your
ocean.
Instagram, I see more pictures from you at the beach than in the mountains.
Yeah,
It's more appropriate to have your shirt off at the beach.
I do love going to the beach. I do love going to the beach, but it's nice being able to live in the mountains and vacation to the beach. That would be the perfect answer for me.
Fruits or vegetables?
Fruits are more tasty. I enjoy eating blueberries, strawberries, bananas.
Chaotic or what is ordentlich in English?
Like
Organized.
Organized.
I would
In
say,
order.
yeah, I would say in order is better.
Traveling,
At least
traveling or staying at home?
I try. That's tough too. I love to travel, but being home is also nice. I would say a good mixture of both.
House or flat?
A flat is really nice. Since I've came to Europe, I've come to realize that I really enjoy that.
Preparing food for yourself or ordering food?
I like to cook for myself. I do.
The healthy way.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. On occasion, ordering out is nice.
Yeah. City or countryside?
I'd say a beautiful countryside is better. I do like going to the city though.
Sweating or having cold?
Sweating.
Sports.
Yeah.
Basketball or football?
Football.
Cheerleading or cheer dance?
Ooh. I guess cheer dance seems a little bit more interesting.
Okay.
Not to take anything away from the cheerleaders. I mean, that's awesome too.
Grüße gehen raus an unsere Raiderettes.
Hi, Joe.
Hi guys. Hi Joe.
I said Joe.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Joe's not illegal.
No, it's okay.
It's better than blow. You called him blow.
Okay, das war's auch mit den Fragen an AJ. Habt ihr noch Fragen aus dem Chat? Wenn nicht, würden wir weitermachen mit unseren News Around the Club. Aber ihr könnt sie auch einfach reinposten. Wir stellen sie einfach zwischendurch rein. Und ja, wir hatten, wie erwähnt, auch ein großes Basketballspiel am letzten Samstag. Letzte Woche Montag war Stefan Oberhauser hier zu Gast und hat über das Halbfinale gegen Güssing geredet. Und leider ging Spiel 3 am Samstag verloren. Unsere Jungs konnten das Spiel leider nicht gewinnen. Und ja, wir werden uns gleich mal die Stats ein bisschen anschauen. Bedeutet für unsere Spieler leider, dass die Saison vorbei ist. Aber unglaubliche Leistung. Wir haben es geschafft, in unserem zweiten Jahr in der zweiten Basketball-Bundesliga in die Halbfinalspiele zu kommen. Und da Güssing sogar geschlagen einmal und dann leider Spiel 2 und Spiel 3 verloren. Jetzt am Samstag ging es mit 62-74 aus. Und auf unserer Seite wieder unsere zwei Slowenen, Renny Kradolnik und Elvis Keric, mit unserem Big Man John Franklin Gardiner, die Topspieler am Abend. Aber ein großes Kompliment an unser gesamtes Team. Ihr habt Unglaubliches geleistet im zweiten Jahr der Bundesliga oder auch im dritten Jahr des Vereins überhaupt in das Halbfinale zu kommen und gegen Güssing, die letztes Jahr Meister waren, die dieses Jahr Erster vom Grunddurchgang sind und die vermutlich auch dieses Jahr wieder das Finale gewinnen, zu verlieren, ist absolut keine Schande. Und wir freuen uns riesig auf die nächste Saison, hoffentlich wieder mit Fans. Und bleibt gesund. Ich wünsche euch eine coole Offseason. Und an alle Fans da draußen, schreibt sie ihnen gern mal auf Instagram oder auf Facebook eine nette Nachricht unter die Posts. Da freuen sie sich sehr. Das sind alles super Jungs und die haben Unglaubliches geleistet dieses Jahr. Gut, Dann haben wir die Basketballer gehabt. Die dürfen sich jetzt ausruhen. Für unsere Footballer geht es noch weiter. Und da komme ich zum nächsten wichtigen Punkt, Rookie Monday. Wir haben mit letzter Woche wieder unseren Rookie Monday gestartet, was bedeutet, für alle Quereinsteiger, für alle Leute, die gerne mal bei den Raiders reinschnuppern wollen, egal welches Alter, meldet euch bei football@raiders.at oder schaut auf unsere neue Homepage, da gibt es einen Button, wo ihr eine E-Mail schicken könnt und dann wird euch jemand aus dem Büro oder auch aus dem Football Department, Sean oder Flo Krein, antworten und ihr könnt einfach vorbeikommen. Wir suchen immer neue Spieler in allen Altersklassen. Und auch für den Nachwuchs, wenn ihr mal von AJ trainiert werden wollt, er coacht bei uns die U18 Linebacker, Sean coacht U18, also unbedingt vorbeikommen und ihr kriegt super Coaching in allen Teams.
If you're a fan from Vincent Müller or Marco Schneider, who are currently running the Rookie Monday program, that's a good opportunity to meet them and work with them as well, which is a really good opportunity. They both are very personable and know what they're talking about.
Dann noch eine große Bitte, weil wir haben jetzt viel in den letzten Wochen und Monaten in unseren Social Media Kanälen gemacht und uns würde uns riesig freuen, wenn ihr uns überall folgen könntet. Ihr findet überall ähnlichen, doch auch unterschiedlichen Content. Also wer es eher lustig mag, geht auf TikTok. Wer gerne die ganzen Videos sehen will und die Shows sehen will, sollte uns auf YouTube folgen und Facebook und Instagram einfach für den täglichen Content, für die News. Also klickt einfach rein, lasst uns ein Follow da, würde uns riesig freuen und natürlich auch auf Twitch. Ja, also wer noch nicht gefolgt hat, auf Folgen drücken, die Glocke anlassen, dann wisst ihr immer, wenn wir live gehen. Wir gehen immer Montagabend 20 Uhr live und zwischendurch auch mal ein Livestream oder irgendeine Show kommt auch noch dazu. Ja, dann gibt es noch eine große Neuigkeit von letzter Woche, die die Regierung uns hier in Österreich vollbracht hat. Und zwar wurden Öffnungsschritte angedeutet für den Monat Mai. Und wir hoffen alle, dass das auch zustande kommt. Dafür müssen wir aber alle brav zu Hause bleiben und uns testen und keinen Kontakt haben. Dazu gleich, wir drei haben uns direkt vom Stream getestet, alle negativ. Die Jungs werden jede Woche 5-mal beim Training getestet, immer negativ. Also wir passen auf uns auf, passt ihr auch auf euch auf und dann kommen die Öffnungsschritte und dann können wir hoffentlich mit Mai, Juni wieder Zuschauer haben im Tivoli-Stadion beziehungsweise dann auch bei den Raiders 2 Spielen. Alle News dazu dann und wie das dann aussehen wird mit Tickets und ob man dann seinen Test hochladen muss oder wie das alles funktioniert, müssen wir selber noch warten, weil wir da von Regierungsseite noch keine Neuigkeiten bekommen haben. Sobald wir das haben, hauen wir das natürlich sofort auf alle unseren Kanälen und auf der Homepage raus und ihr wisst Bescheid, wie das dann abläuft. Gut, jetzt habe ich einen langen Monolog gehalten. Wir haben noch eine Frage. Sean, are you glad that you didn't get interviewed by Flo Grind post-game?
What would it have been? So, Sean, that second pick. And then he would not finish the sentence and just put the microphone in my face. Like, the hell was that?
Ja. Wer Flo Krein nicht kennt und warum die Frage kommt, sollte unbedingt Raiders TV einschalten, weil Flo Krein
Do it, it's the best.
Und
If you want more from Grind, follow the Raiders TikTok.
Ja, und schaut auf unseren TikTok-Kanal, scrollt ein bisschen runter, da sind 2-3 Ausschnitte von den...
More to come, actually. I've been slacking on that.
Ja, und es ist echt hilarious. Und er ist einfach mit seinem trockenen Humor ein Must-See. Gut, wenn ihr noch was Fragen habt, postet sie rein. Ansonsten würden wir so langsam dem Ende zukommen. Ich möchte mich jetzt nochmal für den Support heute auch bedanken. Sind schon wieder Haufen Follower reingekommen. Nochmal vielen Dank auch an die Subs, an den oder die Beat, der dann dem Ruben ein Geschenk gemacht hat von einem Sub. Sehr cool. Jetzt noch Captain Black Savage, neuer Follower. Sehr cool. Und vielen, vielen, vielen Dank für euren Support. Wir machen das für euch, wir machen das nicht für uns. Wir machen das für unsere Community. Ihr seid die coolsten, was hier immer abgeht. Gerade gestern auch. Ich bin immer noch flashed von dem Stream. So viel Support. Vielen, vielen Dank. Wenn ihr keine Fragen mehr habt, würde ich nochmal das letzte Wort, bevor ich dann Ciao sage, an unseren Gast und an meinen Co-Twitch-Streamer Master of Disaster geben. Also AJ, you want to say something last for tonight to the fans out there?
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me, and go Raiders. That's it.
Awesome.
Keep it short and simple.
We're gonna see hopefully more emotion on the field.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Sean?
No.
What?
I don't have anything for them.
Nothing to the audience?
No, I feel like they're making me say bad things with their handles, with their names.
No.
I mean, how many inappropriate names do we have? You skipped over a couple. What is this one?
This?
Yeah.
Or this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Twitch thing.
Inappropriate.
That's a Twitch thing, and I made a mistake once that, hey, Joe, das brauchen wir hier nicht. Das geht gleich raus. Dafür kriegst du auch leider beim nächsten Mal ein Bann. Ja, wir sind hier ein familienfreundlicher Stream und so eine Sachen wollen wir hier nicht lesen. Dankeschön. Good. I love you, yeah?
No, you know, the whole part of this idea and what to expand on what Paul already said with all the different channels and everything, you know, we kind of reevaluated after this year, after the 2009, or during COVID actually, when we had a lot of time to think, and it's like, how can we make the fan experience better and be more engaging and kind of show, you know, there's so many cool things that happen and so many cool people at the Raiders, and I feel like we weren't exposing it, and now we're starting to are, and hopefully you guys enjoy. And if you guys have feedback for us, contact Paul and I personally, or office@Raiders.t or football@Raiders.t, and like Paul said, we do it for you guys and try to make your fandom experience better, because you guys are the best.
Und damit belassen wir es jetzt auch. Vielen Dank fürs Einschalten. Wir sehen uns nächsten Montag wieder um 20 Uhr hier auf Twitch. Da werden wir das Prag-Spiel uns anschauen. Wir wünschen euch am Samstag einen coolen Stream zu Hause. Besorgt euch Papier, bisschen Chips, zieht euch das Spiel rein. Wir werden gewinnen auf jeden Fall. You want to say something?
How many subscribers would we need to get to have AJ take his shirt off on the Twitch stream? I mean, we need to use it.
We're gonna think about it.
Yeah.
Und vielleicht machen wir mal
One's in the chat if you want AJ to take his shirt off.
We can save it for the wrestling match.
Exactly.
At the end of the season.
True. There's gonna.
Also, danke fürs Zuschauen. Es hat unglaublich Spaß gemacht heute wieder. Ich bedanke mich im Namen der Raiders für euren Support. Macht es gut. Schönen Abend. Lasst es euch gut gehen. Bis bald.
If we do a wrestling match.
Sean, I wanted to finish and now you're your
finish was great. If we do a wrestling match, it's a tag team. I get Klaus Daniel.
Yeah.
I get Klaus Daniel.
Yeah, so like a tag team thing?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I got to figure out who I want.
Yeah, we'll think about it. Thanks, guys. Great ending. Sorry to ruin it.
Ja. Vielen Dank. Macht es gut.
Ciao, danke.
Vielen Dank.
Ciao, Kakao.
Tschüss.
AJ gets Stefan.
Ooh.